Hi everybody, Andrew here. This is a video about the video systems in the sanctuary. Now this is going to be a little bit different than other videos because it's not just going to be information, definitive information, but it's also going to contain questions and things to do. This system hasn't had attention since the building was built, basically, except for replacing one broken projector. It needs some attention. So it's going to have some information about what needs to be done, not just what is.
Okay, so let's look at inputs. The first input we have here is the projection computer. It's got two screens, one to control things, and then the one that actually displays. The second input is this guy here. He shows anything that's fed into this green amp here, video amp. And then both those inputs come in here to input 1 and input 2 on this video matrix. And then, so the top row is inputs and the bottom row is output. So right now 1 is going to all the outputs and right now 2 is going nowhere. If I want to change it so 2 goes everywhere, I press all the outputs and then press enter. And now 2 is going everywhere. I'm going to switch it back. Oops. There we go. And the outputs we have available are the two TVs, the one here at stage right, stage left, the stage right projector, and the stage left projector. It also outputs to the cafe left and right. These two TVs in the cafe are interesting because they actually have other inputs that can send to them. In the case of the sanctuary MES matrix sending to them, they need to be set to input 6. Input 6.
Okay, so far just information and all good information. But here are some questions. So the obvious one is, this screen is bright, this screen not so bright. People think it must be the bulb. I'll help you change the bulb, but it's not the bulb. We've changed the bulb many times. The problem is it overheated and it damaged the LCD because it's an LCD projector. I want to switch it to a DLP projector like we did in the Space. It's much brighter and it would be able to handle HD. However, we can't send it HD because the video bridges that get us from the MES to the projection screens and to the TVs aren't HD. Actually, I'm not completely sure about that. It might be some other piece of equipment like the video matrix that is giving us the restriction of 480i, I think it is. It's SD aspect ratio in any case. It might be the video matrix. It might be the bridges themselves. If it's the bridges themselves, there are 12 units that need to be replaced, each side of the bridge for all 6 outputs. If it's just the video matrix, that would save us a lot of money, but we need a new video matrix in either case. Now, there really is no technical reason why we can't replace these with HD DLP projectors. It's just really if you're going to go up there and change stuff, you might as well go up there and change everything. But you can change that decision. You could go up there and switch those just to make this guy brighter over here. That would solve one issue, and independently change the bridges or the matrix later.
Okay, so the next problem is aspect ratios. Since we have to send SD aspect ratio to the system, on all the TVs, you either have this, black lines on the side, or you do a different view mode to fill the screen. If you do zoom, you'll cut off the top and the bottom, and if you do stretch, it'll all fit, but it won't be, it won't have the correct aspect ratio. Here you can see that better on the second monitor of the projection Mac on the MES. You see the black sides here because this is SD aspect ratio. So then if you want to play a video that's in HD aspect ratio, you also get these black areas on the top, which means that on the TVs it'll display just this way, where it's a small screen inside a bigger screen. So then, since it's in this mode that you need it to be in for the lyrics and for the digital signage, it's stretched. It's no longer the correct aspect ratio. Your other option is to view it normal, so it's just like the monitor upstairs, or view it zoom, which is great, but zoom stinks for lyrics and for the digital signage. The problem is, or the solution is, we need to send everything in HD format, which means we need to upgrade those projectors and whatever equipment in between, the bridges or possibly only the matrix, to HD. Now, just FYI, one little exception here is this is input 4 in the sanctuary as opposed to in the cafe. In the cafe, it's input 6.
So it would be really great if we had people to sit at each monitor, all 4 of them, and switch the view mode with the remotes. We actually have 3 remotes, so one person could do both in the cafe and 2 people could do it in here. The problem is we don't have those people, and we don't have a way to do it remotely. There's no way to just have the one person on the mez switch the view mode for all of them. The technology does exist. It's called an IR repeater, and we actually own some for the projectors, although they're not currently working with the projectors. Last time we replaced a projector, we somehow broke that system, and we haven't bothered to fix it because you can just point remotes and it works.
The next thing is these things are way up there and they're over the platform, so you can't put the lift under it and get up there. You have to get up on a ladder, so we don't like to go up there. So what happens if you have to reset it or physically change something up there? Well, if you need to reset it, there's a solution. There's a breaker panel back in the office, and I'll show you that now.
So here I am in the copy room in the office, and here's the panel we need. However, it's not documented, so I got to figure it out. So I'm going to upload this video, and I'll answer that question in the second video.